Well, isn't this just fun? Hello, YouTube. I'm trying to get in here to the shack. That's all uphill, way down to that road. And I get 15 feet buried. 15 feet buried. Those tires are horrific. I'll take a look at them later and show you, but they're brutal. Don't buy them. They are shite. So I walked up here a little ways trying to maybe pack this down. There doesn't even seem like there's that, but the problem is I got hard pack underneath it where I drove before, hence that trail where the deer have been walking. But as soon as I get off that, it's a swamp, and the snow was just like talcum powder. It's not packy, it's just horrific. And underneath where I packed it down, it's just slippery as snot now. But I'm in here for the night. Oh, she looks good. The skid cabin it's held up. It hasn't fallen down yet. Also the skid outhouse there too. Yeah, so I just got to get into here though so I can get my stuff. And it'll be a lot better. And that way I'm not flogged out there on the road, and I can get my gear out and stuff like that and get the fire going. Oh, look at that. That's moved. Yeah, no big tracks around here. Tarp's still on. That's good. Nothing over there where my salt lick is though. All right, I'm gonna try to get this car in here, but wish me luck. Easier said than done. Hello, I made it. That was an awful lot of shoveling, a lot of digging and swearing and cursing and carrying on. I back up and down this trying to pack it down, because the last thing I want is to leave tomorrow morning and have issues. So I was trying to get this at least knocked down enough that I could get in here and then hopefully get turned around and plow through that little spot. I might have to shovel that out more right there, but I think once I get going, it's all downhill. If I just make it to that hump, she's gonna be downhill. And I got this hopefully packed down enough and Tubi's doing her job. But holy, what, and I've been here for like an hour. I've been here almost like 2 hours. I was about to say an hour and a half, more like 2. And it took me this long just to get in here. But what a day. Beauty. Number one job next, get a fire going, get the door unlocked, maybe shovel this out, check the barbecue. I've had problems with the mice getting into my barbecue. I don't know. I brought some nice steaks. I got my wood burning barbecue there in the back. I might fire that up. I don't know. But it seems like the shack has survived. Doesn't look like anything's been pillaged or punked. Hopefully I'll go get a picture of the pond here in a minute or two. I might have a bevy and relax for a second. It was an awful lot of shoveling. Oh yeah, no, there's my fire pit back there. I gotta close up a bit later. All right, I'll be back. Starting to warm up in here. I don't know what it is in. I think, yeah, it's a little warmer actually than I thought it was. Ruby's happy. My couch. Fire's going. I'll take you in there for now. Oh, you want to come out? Come on out. I love one up inside. I'm going to cut down a couple little trees for some firewood. I have lots, but I'm going to cut a couple a little bit more. Here's the old, give you guys the tour. This is my outdoor barbecue wood-fired edition. I'm gonna cut that up, and there's a couple little trees right there. But no, this is it. Actually works pretty good once you get coals in it. But it's pretty simple made. Just out of stone, grill on top. This just pulls off the front. I cut my hand in case you guys didn't notice that. But no, it's a beautiful day. Not a lot of traffic on the road. We'll go for a little tour up over the hill here. Take a look. So I can take a look at the pond. There goes Tubi. She's quite adept for the cold. She's a lab, and labs love cold. They love water. But she's also got a little extra protection, as you may notice. I'm not saying she's slightly larger than other labs her size. I'm not saying that, but oh, there's tracks up. Look at the deer tracks. Nice. All those are deer tracks. I put salt buck out, but I didn't see anything this fall. But look at the wall. Oh, it's froze up. That's all. Oh, there's sled tracks out there. I tried to go fishing last year, but I only had limited time. It's probably about a good, I don't know, 15, 18 feet deep. I can actually tell you how deep it is because I haven't fully surveyed it. From what I saw, that's what it was. So I was gonna bring my four-wheeler, but I would never, ever in 100 years got that in with the trailer up that through the road. That was pushing it. It was hard. I was smoking the clutch. A little Suzuki. Did not like that. If I had my truck, it would have been fine. It's got another like 8 inches of ground clearance, so yeah. Oh, the snow is pretty light down here on the side hill. Oh, there's tracks out there. Look at that. Right? Oh, my bench. Oh, my bench. The mudcat fishing in the spring. I was back here once again. Didn't have much time. Oh, that drops down. Look at it out here. Just gorgeous. Well, there's tracks out here. So through top water. Nope. They had over by the road is around that bend. Someone had a big rink shoveled off, so I'm not really too worried about the ice. It's been cold. But look at that, hey? Before I go, I better not go too far. I better get my spud. Safety first. I don't want to be a hypocrite. I'm always one talking safety when it comes to the ice, so you don't get a second chance with it. Okay, I'm gonna go back and I'll catch up with you guys later when I get my barbecue going. So this is where I'm at for cutting wood. I have lots of wood. I would have never came back here in the winter if I didn't have lots of wood. I have wood cut, but I'd like to rant. See this thing? I bought this saw new. It's a cheap saw, yes. I'm not saying anything about that. It's a cheap saw. I have not really used this saw hard. And for something that shares Husqvarna part numbers all over it, stamped Husqvarna all over the place. I see Husqvarna because it's a sister company or it's owned by them. This thing, the recoil is garbage. I would love for someone to phone me up and say, hey, Bob, what do you want from this thing? I would like this not to happen. And it's not the first time. I'm so pissed off. I'm not even going to try. I could fix it in a couple seconds. But it's just, I don't want to right now. I don't need it, so I'm not going to. I'll leave it at that. It's just annoying as hell. Yeah, I do own a still. Don't get me wrong. It doesn't fuck up. This, which was Husqvarna's name, you think wouldn't. I'm sorry about Husqvarna. I'm not trying to piss you off. And I own a couple other Poulands that are good saws. And I own a Homelit. It's an amazing little saw. Dirt cheap. Didn't pay anything for it. And it never, ever has messed up with the recoil. This I expected more from it. I expected not the recoil to mess up. I expected the oiler to stop working, stuff like that, not the recoil. But on another note, it's a beautiful day, so I'm not going to rant. I'm here. I made it in. Didn't get stuck on the hill. I haven't left yet. We'll see what happens, but I've got good ideas now that it's downhill. I won't get swamped as long as I don't run off the cliff and bury it. I'll be fine, but beautiful day. I'm going to fire up the stove, I think, over there, the wood barbecue, and get it rocking, and I'll take some pictures of that. But I just thought I'd vent for a minute because I'm frustrated. I was like, but thank God I cut wood, so I don't really have to worry about it too much. And Ruby, I'm sorry I didn't call you fat earlier. You're just pleasantly plump. She's more of a, how would you say this, a house dog than an outdoors dog with me, but she enjoys getting out every now and again, so I enjoy her company. So, on that, I'll stop yammering and get to it and get back to you in a minute. Okay, so the fire's lit. It's not roaring yet though. So that's in there, right? There's my grill, and it's going up. Right now it's just starting to catch now. Once that starts drafting really well, I put the cover here back on the front, and it'll be going straight up. And then I have another grill I can put on top, or I might just use that one. I've been using that one. It's fine. It's fine. But that's how it works. And like, I've used this a bunch of times. I don't know how many times, to be exact, a lot. I just whipped some stones up there off this side hill and a little bit of mortar. It was cheap. And when you're running out of propane, it works. I do like my barbecue, but like I said earlier, sometimes the mice get into it, and it's a little bit of a pain in the ass. So I'm not always up here, right? I'm not here all the time, so the mice have a habit to try to take things over. I haven't really had them in the shack much. I have had them in there. There has been some turds, but I put mothballs down. That seems to do the trick. The only thing I really had an issue with is if the last time I was here, there was a freaking red squirrel that got in there. I think he's gone. I hope he is. If I catch him in there again, it's gonna be war. I will unleash an arsenal of traps upon him. I mean, I don't. No, I won't do that. I don't want to offend anyone. I'll gently remove them. How does that sound? Does that sound better? But no, I don't know. Maybe some sausages first. I'm starving to death. I shoveled for like 2 hours pretty much to get in here, and the road goes that way down. Just, yeah, it goes down there. My dog is somewhere over here. There she is right there. Sniffing things. God knows what she's doing. It's starting to catch though. Come on, baby, burn! Burn. I'm kind of a little bit in smoke there, and the sun doesn't help either in my eyes. And this is a cell phone, not a GoPro, so good times. Good times. Okay. So now it's working. You can see it's hardly any smoke. It's up drafting. Good. That's probably gonna be quite hot right there in front of that. Actually, I can feel the heat from here. I stick my hand out, I can feel that. I cut my hand once again. I don't know if you can see that or not. The heat coming out of there. But all the ice is almost melted off. Tubby wants a sausage, but it's drafting good now. So I'm gonna give this a scrape. I'm gonna put some sausages on. How's that sound? Sausages are on. This is my late afternoon snack. I have steaks I'm gonna make. I went overboard. I packed too much food for like the day I'm coming back here, a day and a half. But you can never go wrong with too much food. I'd rather too much than too little, and I like to eat, so nothing wrong with that. Thought I'd take a second to, yeah, so that thing's like great. And you know, if you have room to make one, make one. It was dirt cheap. I might have like 30 bucks into that. I'm not even that. Stovepipe I got from the dump, I think the concrete was like, I don't know, $7 a bag? Maybe? And there is like a hearth on the ground there. Underneath, there is stone that comes out that I have cement around. You just can't see it. When the snow melts off, you might be able to see a little better. Very, very cheap. Stone is free. You can get stone anywhere. It's a natural resource that everyone can use and get. These little rustic, ugly benches that I made from ash and pine trees that fell down in my backyard, and I literally took the chainsaw to them and zanged them up in like, I don't know, maybe 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half, something like that. And I'm not gonna say I treated them with some homemade stain I found to make on the internet. There's the guy in Alberta that was talking about using it, diesel and other used oils, and it actually worked pretty good. Dries up nice. Look at that. They took the ice like right off. That was like that was covered in crap, and it peeled right off. I don't know if that's because of the stain, but it didn't get very much sun in here today, and the ice came like right off. So, and that looks dry. Like that was all covered in ice and snow when we first got here. I literally wiped that off. It's like it didn't even stick to it. I don't know if that's because of the stain or not, but I think it works good. There's a Trap Lines guy. That's who was talking. He stained his micro cabin with it. I think I'm going to do the same with that one. Just haven't got around to it yet. Very, very cheap fun to have, you know. Doesn't cost a lot. Basically got skids and some rough cut pine off a guy a couple miles from here, and it was like the, you know, the stuff they cut off. So it was cheap. And like that outhouse, that was, I think I have screws invested in that outhouse. Door was free. It was pallet wood. I mean it with pallets. The roof was a piece of tin from a job site I was working on that was dented and was going to get thrown out. So yeah, you know, sure it's not the Hilton, but it'll do for what I need to do, right? And even my, I know I don't want to get too carried away here, but look at the spatula. That's high tech right there. Big money spatula right there. Big money. Okay, but I'm gonna go back to my cooking, and I'll carry up with you guys when maybe I'm done and get on to other things. Fire's going. Sausage is still cooking. Sun's starting to set. Little fire just here, just for something to do. Got my radio going in the background. But my DOG is doing weird things. She's hiding over behind the Suzuki. I don't know why. Watch this. Watch. See her? I don't know what the hell she's doing. Okay. Just going over here. I'm gonna get a couple more pieces of dead pine tree. I'm just gonna throw them on there. I'm not really going too crazy with trying to like have a great big fire and maintain it. I'm bored, so I'm bored, but shouldn't say that. I'll just grab some of this shit in here. Okay. Look at, did she go back to the Suzuki? Look at it. I think she wants to go home. I think she's being pissy and wants to go home. No. I already got her bed made inside. It's like so hot in there. Whew, it's disgusting. Like, that little wood stove just puts me out. Okay. Goodbye. Sausages cooking. Put the cover on. She's going good in there now. Oh yeah, they're almost done. I'll eat one of those, two of those. Save one for tomorrow breakfast. I'll give Ruby one. And then I'll cook my steaks. But a little fire is going over there. It is so hot in my little micro fort cabin, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. It is so hot in there. It's like awesome. I put 2 pieces of hardwood in. I got red maples here. Like the one right there in the distance going up. That's a red maple. I'm not sure if that is or not. I think that's one too. I know there's ash and beech and there's some poplars in here. Those red maples though, I put some of that in there and it burns like that's one right there. They burn long and hot too. That's a maple. Look at pines. There's some beautiful big pines. That one right there, that is a gorgeous tree. Like I love that tree. It's so nice. There's a couple of big ones in here on this lot. But you know, it's going good. Sausages are on. Ruby! 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 She's still pissed. Oh, there she is. Oh, what's she doing? She was sneaking over there. Oh, here she comes. She said sausage? 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 Watch my finger, Ruby. Yes, I'll give you a sausage. Yes! 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 She's a goofball. She's a good dog though. Good with the kids. That's all that matters. Most important thing with a dog. You got kids. You know people with kids. You're ever gonna be around a kid. Get a dog that's good with kids. You don't want one biting. Got my canoe. It's a whole other story. The missus phone wanted to make sure I wasn't out on the ice. I said, no, of course I would never, ever venture out on there. But I'm pretty confident. I saw that rink. I wasn't going to go any further. I knew it was probably in waist deep water where I was, so I was fine. Alright, just thought I'd give you guys a heads up on this one. I'm going to keep on keeping on. And get this done. All right.